Gatwick Airport. It is 27 minutes past 3. What's the date today? Wednesday, the 17th of September. Fire alarm leads Bradford. No idea what's actually going on. No one's panicking. The plane was delayed for 2 hours anyway. So I was only hanging around. I've never been involved in a fire drill at an airport before. Oh, I recognise this little area. This used to be the smoking area. You used to come out here into a little cage. There used to be cages here where you would be kettled in, like some kind of rabid COVID stinking thing. I didn't actually use it myself. That was after I'd stopped smoking, but I was where there's all these silver panels that used to be windows for walkways that you would stay just having to wander around when you were bored. Ah, we're back outside now. Outside Leeds Bradford Airport. I might as well show you what they're doing here because they're doing a lot of work here. They've done some brand new terminals. And here they're now doing some work on the outside. Everybody out. It's quite an efficient process, actually. There's no one else left to come out. Everyone's coming here. They managed to get everybody out. Here's the last couple of drabs. All out. This means I'll get a free meal on the aeroplane when they eventually get me on the aeroplane. Let's just drop in here. I don't know what happens now. Does everybody have to go back through? Everybody will have to go back through security control, won't they? When we eventually get told that we can go back in. Everyone will have to go in through the individual way and have all their bags scanned all over again. Which is a bit of a pain, really. So when there's a fire alarm, do they actually divert all of the planes from landing as well? I've no idea. Is it a fire alarm or is it some other kind of alarm that just comes through the fire alarm bit? Well, they've all been kicked out. And this is part of the new area that they're doing. We got some temporary toilets here. We got this. This is being used as a smoking area. It's the Jet 2 check-in area. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I know the fire alarm's gone off. Does that mean we all have to end up going all the way back through security all the way again? Oh, that's going to be fun, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, good job. My flight was delayed for 2 hours, isn't it? Everything will be. All right. Thank you very much. You know, a lot of port keepings here. Welcome to Leeds Bradford Airport. That could have been as easy as some idiot going to the toilet and having a cigarette. Sets up a fire alarm. And every single person removed. And every single person must return. Return through security. It's going to be absolute fucking bedlam. I'm on Ra. I'm in Leeds Bradford Airport. Torum says hi. Hello, Torum. Jake Crookshank says hi. Carl, hey up, mate. All right. This is the right pain in the ass. And I've got a feeling all these people that are stood down here, all these people stood down here that have come out from the terminal building while they're sitting around waiting for their gate to be announced, having a pint or two, having something to eat. All of this lot, they're going to end up probably walking up here where I've just been to get through to that welcome to Leeds Bradford Airport sign. Because everybody's got to go through the queues that start there and wind their way back into the departure lounge via the security. I wonder if everybody who had the fast track, I wonder if they'll still have the fast track or whether everybody's just going to be glumped together. Because now this is a strange situation here at Leeds Bradford where a fire alarm has gone off and kicked us all out. We've all been kicked out. Oh, excuse me, is the fast track still going to be on or not? Oh, it will be. So the rest of us are going to be stood around waiting all over again. That's gone off. Yes. Well, going to be whatever. Oh, I will. I will. No, it isn't. It's been delayed until 5 o'clock anyway. So it's had a 2 hour delay or an hour and a half delay, and it's probably going to get another hour and a half delay on top of it. And I'll hear something as I'm going through. I'm not in. I was just after some information for my video. You help other people who need some help. You don't need to come back to me. Thank you very much. So, what did he say then? Clear the area. Like people. We've all got to go through this check-in all over again. Mm. Yeah, yeah. I'll be stood out here for a long time then. Right. So this area is being cleared or wants to be kept clear, or as clear as possible, because as I was thinking earlier on, they're going to bring everybody through this route to go and join security all over again. And they're going to announce individual flights, and that's the order that they'll send everybody back through security all over again. So is anybody able to hear me? Anybody? Yes, you can hear me, Washman. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's been a fire alarm at Leeds Bradford Airport. So everybody has been kicked out. Uh, and you might have already paid for your 30 quid meal in the bar and 10 quid's worth of drinks. But you suddenly just got kicked out because the fire alarm went off. And now, of course, because the fire alarm's gone off and we're outside the actual airport entrance all over again, which seems to be their route, everybody's going to be taken back in through the main entrance, but not all together. They're going to have to announce which flights to go through because everybody needs to go through security all over again. Which is a bit of a pain, really. We're all in the same boat. And anybody that's arriving new, just arriving for their flight in a couple of hours, well, they'll just wander up here and going, what the hell's going on? What's going on? So apparently, I think the guy said the fire alarm has now gone off, or rather, it went off earlier and has now been turned off from being on. That's a weird one, isn't it? The fire alarm goes off and then gets turned off. Amanda Smith, you can have a shout out there. Shout out. Hello, hello. You are spamming a bit, though, Amanda. Um, People from down the bottom have been clearly told to come up here because we're all going to be going back through the main entrance to go to security. But it needs to be certain people who need to get onto their flight that's already ready to go. So we'll need to go back through security first. Has anything been mentioned down there? Anything been mentioned down there? Yeah, but they're going to ask you to all move out the way soon. So everybody's making their way up here. They've been told to come up here, but we've all been told to get out of the way of that walkway because they need to get the individual people with the next aeroplanes to go through first. Because everybody's got to go through security all over again. So we've now brought everybody up here to make a colossal jam. We're going to make a colossal jam over here. I'm going to get out of the way. Because I'm certainly not on one of the first flights, so I'm getting out of the way. So the flights will be called in a certain order, and everybody's come up here and jammed the whole bloody way that they'd already cleared up and got everybody out of the way from. So that wasn't the best bit of air. It was a bit of entertainment, but it wasn't the best bit of planning at all. Not the best bit of planning to send everybody up instead of telling people, oh, if you're on flight such and such and such and such, please make your way up. As opposed to everybody just start walking away from the emergency exit we all came out of. Well, I'll put it this way, at least it's not pissing it down anymore and it isn't cold anymore. I'm heading off to España, Senor Welshman. Ryanair, Palma, Mallorca, make your way through. Everybody else, get out the bloody way. Well, all these customer service people could do with helping out. Ryanair to Palma, Mallorca, get in there and get through security quickly. The rest of you, stay where you are. Were you having a sly fag in the toilet or something? So here's one of the bugbears that I've got. This is Leeds Bradford Airport. You come out when you've landed, or you come here when you're about to arrive, or if you're coming to pick up your old mum or your granddad or your kids, and they charge you somewhere between £7 and £8 just to drive your car in through the gates, pick somebody up, and then drive out 30 seconds later. That really, really, really pisses me off. Not only have they done that, they have managed to make all of the roads around the airport double red line, which means no stopping under any circumstances at all. Which means that there's lots of CCTV, and if they catch you stopping to pick somebody up or drop somebody off, you get £100 fine via ANPR. So you are actually forced to pay your 10 quid or whatever it is to come in here. And of course, if you're arranging for a taxi to come and pick you up, your taxi price is increased by the 10 quid plus whatever VAT and whatever extra they add on in order that they can get through. Alternatively, you can get a bus if you're coming from the right place and you're on the right route. Which luckily I am, except right outside my house, they've ripped the roads up. So I had to walk for a mile to find the diversion where I was going to pick up my bus from. So when the hell did I arrive here? Oh dear, around about 3 hours 20 minutes ago. My flight's already been delayed by 2 hours, something like that. And now we've all been kicked out of the fucking airport. Well, there's nothing going on here. I think somebody was having a sly cigarette in the toilet. Maybe there'll be a punch up with somebody who's got had a little bit too much to drink and getting annoyed. But I don't mean to go through security all over again. Can't even remember where I put my passport now. Got people shouting, "Oh, come on!" Well, at least it's not pissing it down, people. It ain't cold like it was this morning. Danny Bowden, what's happened in the airport? Not a lot. An alarm went off. We all got kicked out. So that means that everybody has to go through the whole process all over again. I don't know whether it means that no air, no airplanes are allowed to land while this is going on. I haven't seen any airplanes coming in. There certainly haven't been any going out. Did everyone on the airplanes on the tarmac have to get off the planes and everything, or are they all right? Are they just sitting there waiting? No. I don't know. Dealt with that side. I've no idea what that means. So if you've gone through with your boarding pass and got onto an airplane, and then a fire alarm goes off because there's a big fucking bomb somewhere in there. You're left on a canister on the bloody runway, are you? You're left waiting instead of being kicked out like everybody else. I don't know. I don't know what goes on with this sort of stuff. I'm making this shit up as I go along. Toot toot and Malaga. Oh, it's going to be ages for me. Oh, I hear something. I hear something. That didn't look like a very big one. But it might have been just waiting on the runway before it got a signal to say, yeah, you can go. A Learjet, was it, Danny? I've no idea. Is a Learjet one of those private ones? And this is Leeds Bradford, Yorkshire's airport. It is a private one, right? Okay. I thought it did look a bit small, but I was surprised to hear. I was surprised to hear something going off, but it's interesting. 'Cause I was looking out earlier on. So on here, on this side, this is our terminals. This is our area. But on the other side of the actual runways, there is the private airport area. So maybe they weren't impacted at all by any of what's going on here. And so the private stuff can keep going. I'm assuming. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm making it up as I go along. Anyway, everything's turned off. There is no more alarm going off. Jet 2 to Corfu. Hurry up, hurry up. Get your ass moving. Jet 2 to Corfu. Time to go. Time for me to go as well. Thanks very much, everybody. Bye now.